The Sous Vide Supreme is incredible, something that every home needs to have, because it's the world's first water oven designed for home use. You heard right, it's a water oven. It's filled with water instead of air like the oven you've got at home right now. I know it sounds different, and it is, but it's the latest breakthrough in cooking, and one that dramatically improves the taste, texture, and nutrition in cooked food. Let me show you how it works. I've simply taken these chicken breasts and vacuum sealed them with salt and pepper. It can't get any simpler than that. And by vacuum sealing them, I've got all of the nutrition and all of the flavor in the pouch. Then I'm simply going to just set the Sous Vide Supreme for the perfect cooked chicken temperature, which is 146 degrees. Press start, and then just very simply take our chicken breast, put them in the Sous Vide Supreme. I put on the top, and it's that simple. Anyone can do it.
Inside the Sous Vide Supreme, the advanced PID technology takes over. It heats the water to a precisely controlled temperature to within 1 degree, and then cooks the chicken perfectly from the inside out. Normally, when you cook with traditional methods, much of the flavor is going up in smoke or being lost with the grill. This is because of the higher temperatures you're cooking at and the length of time you're exposing the food. But by cooking in the food-grade pouch inside the Sous Vide Supreme, all of the natural flavors and nutrition become super concentrated and are locked back into the food itself.
So after about 30 minutes, our Sous Vide Supreme chicken is done and tasty right out of the pouch. But just to compare apples to apples, I've actually just seared this piece of chicken so I can compare it to a piece of chicken that's been cooked very traditionally. So there's our Sous Vide Supreme chicken breast. And here's a chicken breast that we cooked very traditionally in a pan and just in an oven, probably how you do at home right now. And you can even see the difference just visually by looking at the size. I can tell all the flavor is in there, the juice. Look at how big that chicken is. These were the same chicken breasts that went into the pouch. All right, and now we're going to slice into them and really see what the results are and what the difference is when you start cooking with a Sous Vide Supreme. All right, and we're going to cut into our Sous Vide Supreme chicken. And you can really see, even as I'm just starting to cut into this chicken, you can really see how juicy it is. And how opaque and how white the chicken breast is. And you can really tell by looking at the flesh how accurately and precise the Sous Vide Supreme cooked this piece of chicken, which is really hard with chicken. Chicken's one of the hardest things to cook. And by cooking it very precisely at a low temperature, it enables us to cook it perfectly every time. There's our Sous Vide Supreme chicken. So now let's cut into the other chicken that's been cooked very traditionally. All right, and I can feel the difference on my knife. And you really can kind of see right there what most people do when they cook chicken at home very traditionally is they end up with stringy, overcooked chicken. I mean, look at that. It's linginous. It's stringy. You can feel how dry it is. I mean, you can really even see inside of the slice as well where that happens. By cooking it in such an aggressive temperature in an oven, a traditional oven, that's what happens. By cooking it in a water oven in the Sous Vide Supreme, it enables us to keep all of the juices and the flavor and the nutrients inside of the chicken breast. And you can really see there, when I pull this chicken out, it's linginous and dry, really, really dry. And over here with the Sous Vide Supreme chicken, you can really see all of that moisture, all of that juice. I can almost squeeze all of the juice out of it. So there's a great difference in how you can cook perfectly with a Sous Vide Supreme chicken breast versus traditional chicken breast.